What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Steve here, and I'm with the crew.
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Dan.
What's going on, guys? It's your boy Ant.
And you know we got a special guest here today.
What's up, guys? It's Eric Kingear.
Eastside.
Alright, so for today's video, we're gonna be ranking the worst to best slashing badges for y'all.
Yeah, guys, because we're just gonna give you a couple tips and pointers on what badges you should use for your slashing builds, and if you don't have a slashing build, we're gonna tell you what badges you should use for the little upgrades that you have.
So, just to make it clear, these are our opinions. None of this is facts. And we are also basing the badge ranking off of the effectiveness of the badge. Because some badges are good on big men, and some badges are good on point guards. So we're just going to base it off the effectiveness. So that's, yeah. Without further ado, let's get into the video.
Alright guys, so at number 18 we got Showtime. This is probably the most useless badge out of the slashing. It doesn't even really boost your takeover neither, and that's the whole point of it. The idea of the badge is low-key good, but you know, it doesn't work.
It has no effect for real. So if you ever think about it, you thought wrong. No cap.
Yeah, the Showtime badge doesn't do a lot. It does nothing really. It's not even, it's a terrible badge to have.
Facts.
Alright boys, so at number 17 we got Fast Break Finisher. Where to start? Well, again, like most of the takeover badges in this game, it doesn't really boost your takeover that much, or if it does at all. And there's so many better badges, as we'll get to later in the video, that you should get.
Facts. So if you have limited upgrades, don't spend your upgrades on Fast Break Finisher. It's a waste of time.
Facts, I agree.
Oh.
So at number 16 we got Cross Key Score. This badge, you know, again it was saying it's more useful than the other two, but like barely, because there's still so many other badges, and especially if you have limited badge upgrades, then it's just not worth it.
Yeah, I mean, who's really gonna just go across the key just to activate the badge? That's just a
But
waste
it's
of time.
pretty useless.
Yeah, I mean, like, you can use it, but if you do have it equipped, you're not going to use it most of the time.
Alright, so just use your upgrade on some other badge.
Alright guys, so number 15 we got Pick and Roller. So this badge would be so much better if you didn't have to create contact when you set the pick. If you could just slip into the basket, it would work so well, but because you have to set the screen like and make the contact, is not as good of a badge.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, for big men who are going to be there solely for rebounding, it can work, I guess, but like really only keep out on bronze, honestly speaking.
Right, there's really no point to the badge.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, it's a point, but like, it's not really useful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And obviously with all ranking videos, there are going to be some disagreements, but this is what our list was, so this is what we came up with and what we thought. And obviously positions change the necessity, but this is just a general thing. So number 14 we got Teardropper. Now this badge, unlike the last 5 we've done, has some effect. It's just not as good as the ones we're going to get to. Obviously floaters are, you know, you can use them in the game, but it's just, again, like I said before, it's just way better badges you could use.
Thank God it's not like 19 where floaters were literally just broken. I promise you, you weren't into floaters.
Yeah, but this year, nobody's really taking floaters. Not even in Pro-Am or Rec. Like, it's not happening this year. So there's really no point of using the badge. It's kind of useless, or very useless.
Yeah, but the thing is, if you do use floaters, then you have to have it, like, that bad. If you do floaters.
Yeah.
Alright boys, so at number 13 we got a controversial one. Now, we have the deep hooks. Now this is why. Obviously deep hooks is a good badge, you're not denying that. But what is the point of going out farther to take a deeper hook when the short range hooks are like OP as it is? So having deep hooks is not that important of a badge.
As someone who used to play like a lot of my team, it's just super good, but like when you're like playing like park and stuff, you're not gonna really find that many people who take a bunch of post hooks. And like you said, just taking the shorter ones are much better anyways, but still it's actually it can be useful in a lot of situations.
And even though taking the shorter ones are more useful and more effective, either way, not many people just take hooks these days. So that plays a part into it too.
Yeah, I agree.
Alright, so number 12 we got Putback Boss. Now the reason we have this above deep hooks is because, you know, for a player for a glass cleaner who doesn't have the best finishing, getting offensive rebounding and having that boost to go back up with the dunk guard layup is important.
Yeah, I agree. I ain't really got nothing else to add to that.
So the thing is about Putback Boss is that it actually enables your player to get putback dunks. Because if you don't have that badge equipped, then you can't do putback dunks. So there is like you should have it equipped, but you should might have it on bronze at the max.
You can't do
Facts.
putback dunks without any putback dunks?
Yes. If you like read like the DE, if you read the description of it, it says you can. It says it enables you to put back dunks.
Alright. So, at number 11 we got Drop Stepper. Now, this is a good badge for, you know, the inside bigs and the ones who choose the pie chart that makes you a post scoring center or power forward. And this is just, you know, a pretty useful badge when you get someone to drop step, create some space, and, you know, get in the paint, get that easy lay.
Yeah, Drop Stepper. I mean, it's at number 11 for a reason, because it's an effective badge when you use it, but not too many people use it like consistently. That's why it's in the middle of the pack.
But like, if someone does have Drop Stepper on Hall of Fame, they're gonna get a lot of easy buckets.
Yeah, you're basically cooked.
Yeah.
Alright, so number 10 we got Protouch. Now, we have Protouch on here because good timing for layups and post hooks are really important, and that extra boost for you post scorers and pure slashers, it can be really useful. So, the reason it's useful is because...
Hold on, post hooks? It helps post hooks too?
Yeah.
It helps with all things. I mean, personally for me, I just... Well,
wow, okay.
It depends. As long as you just ain't releasing it very early, then like, I think you'd be fine, but still, it's a good badge.
Yeah. And anything you want to say about that?
Protouch, honestly, I mean, it's a good badge and it's helpful. That's all I gotta say for this one.
At number 9 we got Backdown Punisher. So, you know, Backdown Punisher, in the badge description it says have more success in backing down the defender in the paint. Now this is so true, because Hall of Fame Backdown Punisher versus moving truck or post move lockdown wins all the time. So for the inside bigs, there are the small forwards who want to post up smaller guards in the 2s or the Purium 3v3. This is a really good badge to have to get in the paint with ease and just like get them completely out the way. It'll go well with Drop Stepper.
Yeah, if you get Hall of Fame Backdown Punisher and then put on Drop Stepper 2, that'd be a nice combo to work with, and really you just unstoppable.
It's a really
as
good
long as it's somebody like your size, or if they're shorter than you.
But yeah, it's a really good complimentary badge, because like most people go into the back down as either a fade or a hook, but still, like, even if you just back down and then step back into the mid, that could be a viable tactic. I wouldn't advise it, but still.
I don't know a lot about Backdown Punisher because I never had a big man to use it on, but when my opponent had it, it would be terrible.
Alright, and number 8 we got Lob City Finisher. Now this badge is great for getting rep, and this is when we get to the badges that start to get like really good. And I think that Lob City Finisher, I don't think it is the quickest way to get rep. And you know, with the new update, Lob City Passer and Finisher haven't become like necessary for Hall of Fame, but bronze and silver are more necessary because they nerfed lobs without the badges.
Yeah, this is where we started having disagreements around this part, because that's where we just started wondering where to rank these badges.
They're all good badges.
I'd say it's a pretty good badge if you just want to lob trees, but
Yeah, Lob City Finisher, it's good. It's good if your player archetype isn't slashing, but if your player archetype is slashing, you don't really need it. You can like live without it, but it does help you make lobs.
Alright, so at number 7 we got Consistent Finisher. And like Ant said, this is where we started to disagree. But you know, Consistent Finisher, what it does is for mistime layups, and like you're going to mistime some layups. So this is really helpful. I would suggest, you know, getting it higher than bronze, you know, maybe silver or gold. I wouldn't say Hall of Fame. I don't know. I feel like it's like that extra badge upgrade or something.
it will go towards something much better, because I mean, like, yeah, sure, if you just just flicking the state just to go up for layups, and like it helps, but like still.
Yeah, exactly. We don't count layups over here. What you mean?
Yeah, Consistent Finisher. Yeah, I don't know why 2K wants us to like time good to perfect layups anyway. It's a layup, it should go in either way. But since they do Consistent Finisher, it helps with that.
Wait.
If we do.
Okay, wait. I should go.
Time.
I should go in wide open. It should go
Yeah.
open.
Yeah, that's what I meant to say. It should go in wide open. But if it's bad and it's a little contested, Consistent Finisher will help.
Alright, so now we got Relentless Finisher in number 6. So we all know this year stamina is a big problem. So this is one of the best stamina badges between all the 4 categories. And Relentless Finisher, it just helps you attack. It helps you catch lobs more, because after 1 or 2 lobs, some players get tired and they can't catch them, and they just get lazy with the jumps. And having this just reduces that like completely.
Frequency. Yeah, I'd say it's a pretty good badge.
Alright, so number 5 we got Giant Slayer. Now Giant Slayer received a buff the last patch, so if you're I would say if you're a player about maybe 6'9" or shorter, maybe even 6'8" or shorter, this would be really helpful going against those pure glass or those rim sharps, you know, so you can get more layups and you can create more space and it's harder for them to block.
Yeah, Giant Slayer, it really helps a lot with my point guard, since I'm so small, and then, you know, it's those big boys in the paint. But anyway, when I go into the paint, it kind of helps them move out the way and all that, and then I will get less contact from the centers and the big man.
It's an absolutely very good badge. But yeah, it's a pretty good badge to have for anybody who's not like a power. Like, even some power forwards can use it, but it's not really good if you're like a center or whatever, honestly.
Giant Slayer, I'm pretty good, but if you do use it, you should be like 6'5" or shorter in order for you to like maximize your ability.
But number 4, guys, we got Acrobat. And you know, Acrobat's really helpful for those reverse layups on the baseline, you know what I'm saying? And then after that, you know, it's just, you need it for those reverse layups. That's really all I can say. Like, you need it. And for the hop step, it helps with the hop steps too, and the euros and the cradle dunks and the spin moves that you do. And it goes along with the badge we got higher up here.
Yeah, Acrobat is a very useful badge. It's been around for a long time, and it's been useful every year. It's just like, it's goated.
My man pronounced the crow on that.
They said everything I was gonna say. That badge is amazing.
You know, we got Slimity Finisher here in number 3. Now, this isn't number 3. Obviously, we had some, you know, we're not the same person, so we have some disagreements. But basically, the person who won, we came to the conclusion that Slithery Finisher helps you get open layups. So it's like, how do I put this? You don't have to get as much contact. Like, you just get more open when you drive in the paint. Like, defenders glide off of you.
Yeah. It gives you separation from the defender, and then when you're in the paint going up for the layup, and then it just makes it easier, less of a contest. So yeah,
It's a big difference with the badge and without the badge, cause on my consistent finisher, I didn't have that badge, and I could not make layups or anything. But then when I had the badge, no one would touch me. They would just like move off me, and I could hit my legs.
At number 2, we got Fancy Footwork. So, Fancy Footwork goes along with Acrobat because it has to deal with the hop steps. And we all know that hop steps are cheesy this year in 2K. So we have that at number 2, and obviously you know what's coming up next, but we won't say it yet. We'll just go into
yeah. Fancy Footwork. I mean, these hop steps are something else in 2K. I mean, it's good when it's on my team, but when it's not on my team, I just absolutely hate it. Love and hate it at the same time. Great badge.
ZK? Anything?
It's good. Like, it's kind of a viable attack of literally just taking hop steps the entire game. It's viable. It's very viable to be.
Alright, so we all knew what was at number 1.
Yes,
and
sir.
we got Contact Finisher. Now, if you don't know about this badge, hence why you're watching the video, we can tell you about it. So, Contact Finisher makes you get all of those contact dunks that you see in the mixtapes. Also get some crazy layup animations and dunk animations.
Yeah, Contact Finisher is the GOAT. It basically just took the place of Posterizer. And Posterizer has been the best finishing badge before 2K20. So,
Rest in peace, Posterizer.
of course, Contact Finisher gonna be the best badge. And, I mean, you can't really stop it for real.
We had to sacrifice Posterizer for Contact Finisher, but it was a good sacrifice.
Yeah, it's the same
And don't
thing.
contact finisher also help you make like layups?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
I think I said that.
Oh, you did? My fault.
Alright, so thanks for watching this video. We will have a shooting, playmaking, and defense one coming up later. And you know what? Like, subscribe, comment, share with your friends, and we'll catch you later.
Peace out.